is a play-to-earn desktop game where players are invited to explore a rich and diverse universe, traveling across the world of Antik and Cryptos, two different areas and two different biomes, where you will meet a vast array of NPCs and Nefties. These magical creatures, which can be caught and traded, will accompany you through a variety of engaging game modes in this compelling JRPG.
Howdy, how are y'all doing today? And as y'all saw from that beautifully made intro, we are talking about Aurora. Now, Aurora is a new up-and-coming game that has been out since August 15th, 2021, which is also when the NFT drop came out. So the NFT drop for this game went absolute bonkers, okay? As we see here, I made a little sexy presentation for y'all. It dropped on August 15th with about 10,000 NFTs in the project. And when it came out on the website, there were 550,000 people on the website during mint. They sold out. The owner timed it in about 2.73 seconds, with 500,000 people trying to mint all at the same time. So what they did, which was really smart, is they put the collection on multiple different platforms for NFT marketplace. On the first one, you have Solana art, which is the most popular, with a current floor price of 21.8 Sol, which is roughly $3,600. And the all-time high was 78 Sol, which was $13,000. And the volume traded, as you can see here, was 562,000 Sol, which equates to $93 million. As you can see in the next one, we have the Alpha art. The Alpha art had a current floor price of 21 Sol, which is equivalent to $4,400. Then you have a total volume of 190,000 Sol traded, which is $31 million. Then on the next one, you have the Magical Eden, which had a 23 floor price, 5.7 thousand owners with 10,000 items, with a 588,000 volume traded for Solana, which then equates to like $97 million, which is an insane amount. They sold out in 3 seconds, okay? 3 seconds. What I want people to understand is the market for NFTs in 2020 was $250 million. The market for NFTs for the first half of Q1 and Q2 for 2021 was $2.5 billion. And this team alone from 3 different platforms have pulled in $31 million in digital eyes. On Alpha Art, they pulled in $97 million. And on Solana Art, they pulled in $93 million. So just from the NFT sales alone, this project is crazy. This is what the NFT looks like. They are called the Aurorians. They have 9 to 10 different unique attributes about them, from, as you can see here, necklace, hair, eyes, type, generation, the whole 9 yards. Here, some other more with some crowns, some cool glasses, a face mask, and as usual, the Aurorian necklace. So, what is next for this project, and what makes this project so special? Now, in my opinion, we need to talk about the boring part, the team aspect of this project. And this is what I really think sets this project out from most. Tristan Year. If you don't know who Tristan Year is, here's a picture of him right on the screen. He is the head of strategy at FTX, and he is part of the Aurora Advisory Board. Now, he is part of the Aurora Advisory Board due to their very unmatched experience in the decentralized field. They have the company and the people, the individual people in the company, have a very longevity about them in this gaming developing sector of the world. Now, Tristan has helped and been one of the main developers for FTX and Serum. Now, the fact that Aurora has the head of strategy for FTX part of their project shows that this project is more prominent in development from the rest. Now, for FTX having to trust a new game is hard, or any major exchange slapping their name down on a game isn't easily, especially if this one isn't released. So to me, it's really intriguing. Now let's get right into the people who own it and the creative ideas and the art director and the executive producer and the creative producer of this game. So first we have Jonathan C. Jonathan C. has 18 years of experience and has worked at Ubisoft, EA, Gameloft, and Minority. Jan Pino has 13 years of experience as a studio head and art director for multiple indie studios. Now, Stephen C. is the creative director and has 22 years of experience for Infogrames, Atari, Ubisoft, Eidos, EA, and Warner Brothers Studios. Now, by having an experienced team of blockchain experts from all over the market, as well as the gaming developers all across the gaming sector, from Ubisoft, EA, Gameloft, Warner Brothers, and even Activision, this team is stacked to the brim. It's just impeccable to see how a team can have such longevity in the market from individuals working in this sector. So what I want to talk about is the token, before we get to the token, let's talk about the battle system, the characters, and the Nefties, which is they're actually called Nefties. They're Nefties in the game. You have two different worlds in this game in the Aurory-based blockchain NFT ecosystem on Solana game. The first one being Antics. Now, Antics is what has the Nefties, Nefties. Now, these Nefties are incomplete and only show themselves to humans who are filled with the worthiness and validating of their existence. Now, in return for the companionship, they are offered humans their incredible powers. Now, to put it in a simple way and not sound like a dork saying it, is these will be NFTs in most way, or you'll be able to earn them with these tokens of the AURY token in order to create your team in a Pokemon platform. Now, these Nefties are vulnerable. You should keep them in your wallet while you are offline, because if you do lose in combat or a duel, they will be able to take or destroy your Nefties against other trainers. As well, not every Nefty is equal. They have their own strength abilities and given them multiple strategic roles in combat, from brute force to team support to defense to sabotage and manipulation. As you can see, here's one right here. Here's another one, and as well him. So through that, there are two different stories you can play, or two different, there's one game, two experiences. You can do a single-driven player mode for a player versus environment, which in reality is open roaming, as you saw on the screen just there. The PV world is always open, and the team will continue to release new episodic adventures within the locations and new guardians and Nefties to discover, with new characters and new quests, so it's always constantly updated. As well, on the other side, you have competitive battleground, player versus player, a PvP. After forming your dream Nefty team, you compete with powerful trainers around you in various game modes in order to receive the AURY, which is the Aurora token. Through this, you will be able to upgrade your character, unlock and introduce new devastating effects and strategic options in the battlefield. Now, in your team, it will consist of 3 Nefties that will compete against your opponent in a turn-based tactical style RPG battle. To fully eliminate all your Nefties in the opposing team is how you win the game. As you can see, here are two more of them. They look super nice, just like Pokemon in my opinion. They do draw a heavy influence from Pokemon. So now let's look at the stakes and the tournaments and the rest of the game. So the incentives of the game, obviously, as you play, you win, and you get the ownership of the token or of the NFT. There will soon be land for this game. If you acquire a piece of land, it will be helpful for teleporting. It will allow to cover great distance in a short amount of time. And additionally, owning land unlocks the greater ability for a dungeon to generate for you and other players to explore. Now, what's so interesting about a dungeon is the dungeon allows you to help people and people to come into your server to access your own dungeon. While they're in your dungeon, before they're able to walk in the dungeon, they will be paying a small fee to the game and you. So whoever walks into your dungeon will have to pay a small fee. And how land works is you have common, advanced, rare, and legendary. As usual, you will have Not all land is equal. The common, I'm sure, will have less resources than advanced, and advanced will have less than rare, and rare will have less than legendary. But now let's get into the tokenomics of this game. As usual, all these other games you can stake. Okay, they're shooting for 129 to 250% APR for the pool. They have around 70 mil. I believe they have around 70. I have it right here. Oh yeah, Aurora has 4 million Aurora staked at the moment, which is $70 million, which is a huge milestone, and they are thrilled by the enthusiasm, as you can see. That was for all the Aurorians. Through this, they will that is a decent to okay APR. There's plenty of other ways you can make 100% a lot quicker, but for a game, 129 to 250% for a pool is quite amazing. You can playing solo games in different modes and defeating creatures by purchasing them from the marketplace or from other players, buying cards boosted from the Aurora marketplace with Aurora, AURY, staking Aurora tokens for random eligible NFT drops. These are all things you can do with the Aurora token or while you're doing staking with the Aurora token. And last, and certainly not least, what I wanted everyone to look at was the ability for this game to become bigger. My real idea and my belief behind this game is going to pop off. If we look at the log, we can see the trading volume, okay? There is a solid $10 million, $30 million, $15 million, $20 million of trading volume happening in every single period throughout the day. We are down right now because we are in, Ethereum and Bitcoin are down, so this is going to be down. But these games, and this game, in my opinion, is going to be big. It has all the right criteria for the game to be popular. It has strong connections with FTX and these exchanges. It has a strong community with strong platform behind it, from Solana art to Solana, which is Solana is an Ethereum killer, so they're competing with Ethereum. So people who are using Solana are going to figure out this project and invest their money into it. And so this is why I really believe in this project. There's overall, I think it'll be a big game. The fact that it's already released on FTX and when the game's not even out yet, not only alpha testing comes out in Q1 of 2022. So y'all tell me what you think about that. I think this game's going to go parabolic. It's totally up to you, but I hope you all enjoy. I hope you all enjoyed the game. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and let's have a good day. Bye-bye.